Hi, welcome back to Imaginary Gallery. I'm the Illuminati. I practice the signs that they use. Whatever. Anyway, tonight's topic is going to be online tips for tricks for the gays out there, or for the other people who have no label. I figured I'd just share a real quick, which I know I've said before and it lasted over 10 minutes, but this will be quick. It's some observations I've made because I've done some market research. I've done some research in the world of these online dating applications, and I've come to a few conclusions, which of course, in your experience, you may not agree, and if that's the case, then I urge you to comment and tell your side, because I don't believe that my side is the only side, but I have noticed things on my side, and not just once or twice. So, let's proceed. First off, there are some rules when you're dealing with an online application that deals with dating and whatever else. Number one, you have to understand, which is probably common sense, but what you see on the screen is not necessarily what you're going to get if you actually meet this person, whoever it may be. And number two, take the profiles you read about with a hefty grain of salt. Because keep in mind, anybody could go onto a site and type anything they wanted, so you have to keep that in mind. And number three is just beware. And don't get your hopes up thinking that tonight I'm going to go online. Oh, there's the pretty face. Oh, it said hi to me. Oh, I'm in love forever. No, forget that too, because chances are you are one of 1,000 that gets the same message. So keep that in mind too. But anyway, just a few little red flags of warning, or red flags of concern, or just definitions of things I've notice. First off, one thing you'll see on these sites, which I find humorous and also repulsive. I'm not sure where it came from, but a lot of times you'll see these guys posed in their picture, yeah, and then their description will say something like, if I'm on here, I must be bored. And I don't know if they think that's appealing, or they think that that's like something that's going to draw someone to them, but as far as I've ever known, if they're bored, well, they're probably a psychopath or a toxic person, because those people are always bored. And I think, who would actually put that on there if they're trying to get some kind of date? But again, that's my own perspective. If you have a different one, because I can see the other side of it would be they're too proud to think, I'm on a dating site, I don't need this, but I'm going to go on it anyway, so I will. But to alleviate any suspicion that I'm desperate for a date, I'll put that I'm bored. That's it. But I think, sorry, but that doesn't give the right effect. Boredom is not an appealing trait. Just so y'all know. Again, that's my viewpoint. Another thing I've noticed, and this came about even long before the online, because I did some market research as well, way back before internet, on like personal ad stuff. I would like read them and put some in there for the research. And one thing I'd notice is if somebody posts their personal ad on there and they say these words, no games. You know what that means almost every time, I've learned. It means games. It simply means they want to be the game player and they do not want you to play games, which is totally sick, but that's what I've discovered. So look out for those words, because normally you wouldn't need to say such a thing unless you are a game player. And then what else? Oh, other things I see, which I don't get this one. These are cluster B narcissistic personality trait type postings. When you see, like, you flip onto the next picture and you see this face, and the wording of the profile is like hateful. Like, do not be surprised if I don't message you back. No offense. Or you're not everyone's type, or something about types or something. And I think, wow, you're on a site to meet people and you're posting words to chase people away. Again, I look at it from the psychology side of it, thinking, why would you do that? I don't know. I mean, there are probably hundreds of answers. Put them down there and tell me, because I personally don't understand why, if you're going onto an application designed to meet new people, why would you say things to push people away on that same site? Hi, do not contact me if I don't think you're beautiful, or something. It's like, anyway, I just think it's strange. And I told you this would be quick, and it will be. I just thought I'd throw in one last piece of information that I have discovered that may help you dealing with such things. Well, I'm very observant. I'm skilled in detective work based on the experiences I've dealt with Cluster B lying, deceptive fools. So it's just a fringe benefit I've gained, which is to be very perceptive. However, I've noticed on, let's say, a particular dating site, you'd see, or I would see, a profile of like a smiling guy with a nice little outfit on, and words below that say pure innocent things. Well, then other times I would log in for my research and I would see some kind of filthy, like, cock picture, or some kind of filth, naked underwear bulge or something, and I would see it and it would say hi, and I'd type back hi, and I'd say, why don't you send me your picture? And it would send me a picture, and the picture would be of the same person who was in that first pure, innocent profile. And I would see that and think, wait a second. Okay, that profile was Christian. This one is demonic. What's the deal? And I've gotten responses in my research where they'd say, oh, well, the other profile, well, that's designed for the days I feel like being nice, but tonight I feel like having sex. So it's basically like two different personalities. So keep that in mind too, because the personality you connect with may be one of several. So that's the tidbit of the tips for tricks. So use this wisely and just don't take any of it too seriously, because people are normal.